here. Today we're going to do a little unboxing video of the Gamesir wireless controller for smartphones. This is not sponsored, however they did send me this sample so I could do this video for you and test it out and give you my thoughts. This is the G8 Plus Galileo wireless mobile game controller. As you can see, there's two different sections on here, so it's typical of a lot of game controllers such as Nintendo Switch, and it looks like you have a really big kind of tablet here that they're using with it, but this version that I'm checking out does not include the tablet. I'm going to use it with my iPhone, so we're going to go ahead and check it out. Now here's a little bit more detail here. So the idea is that these things are removable. There's a whole little base section on here which your phone rests on. Okay, and then you got the tactile controllers on here. We'll see how all of these things feel as soon as I get it out. All right, so let's open this up here. We're doing an in the air unboxing these days because I feel like tabletop has been done quite a bit, and this feels a little bit more dynamic and a little bit trickier to do in the air. So here's what it looks like. Beyond boundless, where possibilities know no limits. And here we go, look at that. So what I see here are removable, adjustable little thumbsticks here. I like that. Okay, so we got some protective foam here, protecting these to make sure that it doesn't get damaged during shipment. I see a little light already come on. I must have pressed that by mistake. And look at that. Okay, so inside here, I presume is going to be some instructions, a charging cable. Yep. So here's a USB-C charging cable. This charging cable feels really nice. It's silicone and coated. Very nice, very lightweight. That's positive. They didn't cheapen out on the USB-C cable here. So inside we have a user guide, a Gamesir sticker, and a little bit of a pamphlet here about joining the community and other details on here. I'm sure there's other warranty information in here. Dear customer, thank you information. And then we have a user guide. It talks a little bit about the compatibility. And this is in multiple different languages, including English, Chinese, looks like some Russian, is that French, maybe Spanish, and Japanese. But it should be very straightforward. I've used stuff like this before. I've used Bluetooth stuff before. You can probably figure it out without looking at it. All right, there it is. Feels really good. It feels like they know what they're doing. Yes, yes, the buttons are excellent. Do you hear that? You hear that? It feels really pro, really good. This is much better than I was expecting. Can't believe, oh, here we go. So this is really adjustable. It looks like some of the big game companies now have some real competition with this Gamesir. Like, it's built well. Yes, I'm very impressed by that. Okay, so these already feel really good to me, but I have these other options to stick on as well. And it looks like I just snapped them on some way. Actually, I don't see how that works, but I'm sure it's in user guide. Oh no. So look at this. This is magnetically attached. I didn't even look at the user guide, okay? This is magnetically attached. This faceplate here, and I presume that they will sell different ones, just comes off like that. And it's not so loose that you feel it's gonna fall off. And then this thing just comes off. And then I can just switch out to a different one. And it only goes in one way anyway. Here's the switches. Here's a closer look at the switches. Wow. Okay, color me impressed. I am very impressed with the way this feels. And this is just for me playing with the standard controllers that come with a lot of game consoles. But if you want, you can switch to different ones. And so whatever tactile thing that you like, there are options for you to switch them out. Okay, unfortunately, there's only 3 of them. I'm sure you can get a little bit more of these for it to tailor to whatever it is that your taste is. So this just clips right on. Is magnetic, just like that. Okay, so all I'm gonna do, and without reading the user guide, I'm gonna take my phone here, take my iPhone here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and connect it via Bluetooth. And so I'm just gonna open up my Bluetooth because I do believe that they have different models, okay? The one that I chose happens to be Bluetooth. So there's a little button down here. I think I pressed that by mistake earlier, and I just press it again. See how it's on? And we're just gonna look for the devices and see if we can find the devices on here. And if that's the case, then it's really just that simple. But if it's not the case, oh, actually, you know what? The button's down here too. So this is probably on, it's probably searching, and there's a button down here. And that's some sort of wireless thing. Here's a charging port down there. And I press that button there, and it's called the DualShock 4 wireless controller. So now, I had this thing on, then I pressed this button, I held this button down, and it's called the Gamesir, sorry, it switched from the dual function now to the Gamesir G8. It's going to ask if I'd like to pair. I just said yes, so now I am pairing. Now, keep in mind I haven't charged this yet, so we're going to see how well this works. I have not charged it. I believe I am now connected to the Gamesir DualShock. It says, you know what, there's two of them? There's a Gamesir G8 Plus and the DualShock 4 wireless controller. I hope I'm not connecting to the neighbors, but there's two options on there. Okay, so then now I have it connected, and the game that I'm probably going to play the most on here for these things are probably the RPG style. So here I'm running Diablo Immortal. I'm going to stick my phone down here through that. Okay, got the phone in now. That actually looks really good, I must say. There's a serial number here back there. You can register for warranty. It is downloading. Is my phone going to drop? I have a case on there, and it's a Peak Design case, and I'm just curious if it will hold it, and it seems to hold okay. All right, so if you have a super thick case, that might be a problem. This is the way it looks over here. See that? Okay, so it's still downloading, but yeah, that feels good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in to get some charge on here. So just gonna get my little cable out here and plug in to charge at the same time that this is loading here. And I'm gonna apologize for this right now. There's something weird and quirky with my phone. It is because I'm running the beta version of the new iOS because I just wanted to try some of the new stuff out. So right now it's still starting the game, but look at that. This looks and feels good. Now, if you're the type that wants lights everywhere on your screen, I don't see that here just yet. I see down here there's some customization buttons. Okay, taking a closer look at here. There's the standard buttons here. There's an M button here, probably adjust modes. And then we got this other button over here. So I'm going to take a quick look at the user guide, see what's going on with that, and I'm going to not bore you with me looking at the user guide. So I'm going to pause this temporarily. All right, so guys, I'm not a huge gamer, but I can appreciate the customization options that is described by the Gamesir thing. So you can connect it via the Gamesir app to customize some settings as well. But, all right, you have different configurations available that you can connect it to an Android, to iOS. You can play mapping, you can map games on Android via Bluetooth connection in something called the G-Touch mode. You can connect to a Nintendo Switch through Bluetooth. You can connect to a device through the wired connection if you wanted to. And you can configure a lot of things. There's a turbo function setting that you can do if you want to be more competitive and if you don't want to keep pressing that button down all the time. There's a turbo function setting that you can do right from pressing a certain mode button. So you can press down what it looks like the mode button, the M button, and interchange different key values on the state. And you can switch to trigger modes on here by pressing the M and the trigger modes and hold things down for 2 seconds. There's a bunch of different things that you can do here. You can adjust the vibration sensitivity by pressing the M button. Basically, you hold down the M button and then you toggle these switches here and it'll change different modes. By the way, these things here change color depending on what mode that you are activated on. So if you are in iOS/Bluetooth Android mode, it'll be a different color. And there's different, it's just amazing. All right, so you can do further customization via the Gamesir app. So you'll probably want to download the Gamesir app to configure it exactly for the game that you're going to be playing. including gyroscopic calibration. Looks like Gamesir is very serious about your gaming pleasure on here. Okay, so coming back to this, I'm just have the stuff downloaded now. If I'm going to be playing a game like Diablo with all the different buttons on here that I need to configure, it might be something that I need to go ahead and download the Gamesir app to configure to the way that I want to play. And that's just me. Like, even when I was playing Diablo, the version on the keyboard and the mouse, which is what I'm used to playing, and then I try to configure that via the gamepad, I got to go in there and I got to customize a bunch of different things and change how all my skills work too. So it's great to know that it's also fully customized on here using the Gamesir app. Okay. I think like a lot of people will be playing, this feels really good. This does feel exactly like what I expect of a gaming controller. But I feel like a lot of people are going to be playing real-time strategy games on here or the shooter games. So just so you know, I don't do a lot of those on my phone. I just prefer not to. But for you, if you want, I will try a few other different games on here. You'll see how bad of a gamer that I am in terms of playing first-person shooter games. But I must say, I am so impressed with this. Now, at this point, I don't know how much this costs. Okay, my guess is it's going to be like at least $100 with all the cool things that you can do on here. But I'll have a link down below if you're interested in checking this out. Please check out my link down below. It's not affiliated, at least at this point in time. Yeah, I'm very impressed with this, and I have tried other game controllers, and I just thought it wasn't worth it. This would be worth it. This would be the perfect gift for a gamer that plays on Nintendo Switch, plays on a tablet, or plays on a phone, what I call a phablet. And yeah, you should check it out. And I am not just saying that, I'm very impressed by the quality of this. Okay, that's it for this video. If you want to see more about this, I'd be happy to, but I feel like I really have to play some games and get into playing some games on a mobile device here before I get more into that. I'm probably going to try this on the Switch. So we have a Switch. The controllers are only okay. These are definitely an upgrade from the Switch controllers. Okay, that's it for this video. Please give this a like, subscribe for more. I'll catch you next one. Thank you for watching. So if you don't mind, I'm going to get a little bit of gaming done.